All right, guys, check this out. Look what just came in the mail. Very excited about this. I'm pretty sure this is the wing, so let's go ahead and open it up and see what's going on. Ooh, just pulled it out. Very excited. It's actually really light. Look, I can lift up with one hand. Let's go ahead and take this John out of here. All right, so quality report. Seems to be pretty good. Let's see if there's any dings or anything on it. No, it actually seems to be pretty good. It is just crazy how light this is. But the back is obviously unpainted for the part that's gonna be on the ground, or I should say on the trunk lid. And I'm hoping that these holes line up. I'm really hoping that these holes line up. All right, guys, I was looking over it a little bit more carefully, and the paint doesn't seem to be perfect, but this was 80, or what was it, like $88. This spoiler was $88. So for the price, so far, I think it's perfect. This also came in the box. It looks like it's a roll of 3M tape and some screws. I might use real 3M tape though, so that I know that it's some high quality, because I don't know how good that tape is that they give. So yeah, I'll catch you guys when we get to ripping off the old spoiler, I guess. All right, guys, with the help of my brother, I was able to get the wing off. This one wasn't as bad as my EcoBoost, but you do have to pull really hard, and it helps to have fishing line because it'll cut the tape, so that's easier to pull the wing off. So now I have to clean up this mess, and I'll come back to you guys when I clean this up. All right, guys, just got the adhesive off. You can see there, it's a pretty clean surface now. And I highly recommend getting a eraser wheel. It's called a 3M eraser wheel. You can just put on your drill, just like this. Makes it 10 times easier getting the tape off rather than having to do it by hand, because that would take forever. So yeah, now we're just gonna put new 3M tape on the new spoiler, put it on, and put on the screws. All right, guys, looks like we got the spoiler installed. The tape seems to be holding up pretty good. I don't see any signs of it coming up. But we're gonna see what it looks like after we put it on the car. All right, just got the spoiler installed on the car. You can see it looks really nice. You can see it from that angle back there. And then if you look at it from the back, definitely looks really cool now. Looks a lot better than that stock spoiler. All right, guys, one thing I want to see, when I had my old spoiler, which looked like this one, I could actually see it in the mirror, which looked really cool. So I want to see if I see this one in the mirror. Let's go and check it out. Oh yeah, you can see it. Oh, that's really cool. All right, guys, I had to pull out the GoPro for this one. Oh my gosh, that looks so nice. That looks so much better than the regular one. Hope you guys can see it well. Get up close here. And the quality seems to be pretty good, like I mentioned earlier. Sorry, some airplane noises and everything. See from this angle, and you can see it in the mirror, which looks really cool. And you can even see like the sides, like right here when you're looking in the side view mirrors. Definitely really love this spoiler, and it fit on pretty good. All you have to do is just have your tape, tighten it down really good, and hopefully it will stay there. So yeah, definitely really excited about this. For this last part of the video, I want to show you guys how exactly I took off the wing, and a way that my brother and I found was easier than a lot of the how-tos online. And by the way, online there are some better how-tos actually showing how to do it, but I want to tell you how we did it. So first thing that you want to do is take off all these little plastic push pin things, and then you want to take off these two rubber things and push this like in, like it comes off like this, and you can like push it in so that you can take off this carpeted piece as I struggle to put it back in there. There we go. But you just tilt this carpet sideways to get it past this plastic piece. By the way, on the push pins, all you have to do is just get a hammer, and then you just put the like the end that looks like that on the hammer. Just pull that out, and then these things are just screws, so you just turn it counterclockwise to screw those out. Very simple. And then once you do that, you can take this carpet off, and you'll see a series of wires in there, and you want to unplug. I think there's like 2 connections, and they're held on by like some little push pins. unplug the wire connections, just kind of leave that hanging over there. All you have to do is just take out these two things right here on both sides. And then after that, you don't have to worry about anything with the struts, anything like that. You can take off the trunk piece. And I suggest if you're doing a do-it-yourself install, try to have help while doing it because it makes things so much easier and you have less chance of dinging up your paint or something like that. And that's another reason why I think taking off the trunk lid is better than doing it on the car, because you have a possibility of like hitting the side right here or anything like that. Another one of the benefits you get by taking out the trunk lid is that you get to work on it while like sitting down on a couch or something inside. If you're outside, it might be hot or it might be windy or something like that. So it's definitely better conditions when you get to work inside. Another benefit is that you don't risk dropping the screws from the spoiler inside the trunk lid. Because when I did it on my EcoBoost and my brother did it on his GT, no matter how careful we were, we always ended up dropping at least one screw inside the trunk lid. And it takes forever trying to shake the trunk lid to get those screws to fall out of one of the holes. And sometimes it even gets like stuck somewhere in there and then have to try to use a magnet, and it's a pain in the butt. So when you have the trunk lid off, you can just put it on a countertop, have the trunk lid upside down so that the screws, you can just undo the screw and then just grab it out with like a needle nose plier or something. It's just so much easier than trying to do it with screws falling in the trunk lid and dropping stuff all over your car, everything else. So after you do that, you take out the trunk lid, and then on the sides of the spoiler, like right in the crease right there, for GTs it's a little bit easier because it sticks out past the trunk lid. But you're gonna want to get some fishing line and like scrape the tape off. You're gonna see 4 bolts. There's gonna be one behind here. And then once you take this off, there's gonna be 2 screws in there, and then there's gonna be one more over here. So it's held in by 4 screws. Then you can start using the fishing line to get the old spoiler off. Some people like to use like hair dryers or heat guns to make it a little bit easier, but for us, we didn't have too much trouble getting it off. Once you get to that screw, you're gonna have to try to pull up as hard as you can on the spoiler to get past the screw so that you can get your fishing line past that screw. Because it will break your fishing line if you try to do that on the screw. So you do that across the whole thing. And then once you take off the spoiler, you have to clean up, like I showed you guys earlier, clean up all the paint and all that stuff and try to get it to where it's a nice surface for new tape to stick. Then you just put on the new spoiler and then you connect everything back up to your trunk like that. Put all these things back in. And then once you put everything back together, you just have to wipe off all your fingerprints and then you'll be all set with a nice new spoiler. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like this spoiler better, this GT350 style spoiler, or do you like the one that was on my EcoBoost, which is the GT500 style spoiler? And I did get my windows tinted. Stay tuned for that video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.